Welcome to another exciting episode of our health and wellness series. In our quest to demystify the world of nutrition, we're taking on a hot topic that's been making waves in the health community: intermittent fasting. Have you heard of it? Or perhaps you've tried it. It's a term that's been thrown around quite a lot recently. But what's all the buzz about? Is it a magical weight loss solution, or is it just another passing trend? Today we're going to pull back the curtain and take a deep dive into the world of intermittent fasting. We'll explore its scientific basis, its potential benefits, and its potential drawbacks. So whether you're a health enthusiast looking to understand the latest trends, or someone who's considering giving intermittent fasting a try, you're in for a treat. So sit back, relax, and let's embark on this exciting journey together. Have you ever wondered how intermittent fasting works? It's a question that's been on the minds of many, as intermittent fasting has been gaining popularity in recent years. Intermittent fasting at its core is not a diet, but rather a pattern of eating. It's a lifestyle choice that focuses on when you eat, rather than what you eat. It's about cycling between periods of eating and fasting, which could range from a few hours to a few days. But what is the science behind intermittent fasting? And why is it becoming such a buzzword in the wellness world? Well, that's what we're here to explore. So buckle up as we delve into the biological mechanisms, the potential benefits, and the possible drawbacks of this eating pattern. So let's dive into the science behind intermittent fasting and see what it's all about. At its core, intermittent fasting is all about when you eat, not what you eat. Now, let's delve into the science behind this fascinating concept. When we eat, our bodies break down the food into various components, one of them being glucose, our body's primary source of energy. This glucose enters our bloodstream and prompts our pancreas to produce insulin, a hormone that helps cells absorb glucose. When we're regularly eating, insulin levels remain high, and our bodies are in a state of absorption, using the incoming glucose for energy and storing the excess for later use. But what happens when we stop eating for a while, like during a fast? Well, once the body exhausts its glucose reserves, it needs to find another source of fuel. That's when it turns to the stored fat. As our insulin levels drop during a fast, the process of fat burning or lipolysis kicks in. Our bodies start converting stored fat into molecules called ketones, an alternative energy source. This shift is why many people turn to intermittent fasting as a weight loss strategy. Now, let's touch briefly on a fascinating process called autophagy. The term autophagy literally means self-eating, and it's a natural, regulated mechanism of the cell that disassembles unnecessary or dysfunctional components. When you fast, you're essentially giving your body a break from the constant process of digestion and absorption. This break can stimulate autophagy, allowing your cells to conduct a kind of spring cleaning. This cellular housekeeping can potentially lead to improved health and longevity. So, while intermittent fasting might seem like it's just about skipping meals, it's actually a lot more complex. It's a carefully timed strategy that can shift your metabolism, trigger fat burning, and stimulate cellular cleanup. So, the science suggests that it's not just about what we eat, but when we eat that matters. This understanding of how our bodies respond to fasting periods offers a new perspective on nutrition and health, and it's the science that forms the foundation of intermittent fasting. Now that we understand the science, what are the potential benefits of this eating pattern? Intermittent fasting is more than just a trendy diet or weight loss fad. It's a lifestyle change with numerous potential benefits. One of the most significant advantages is, indeed, weight loss. When we restrict our eating to certain windows, we naturally tend to consume fewer calories. Plus, by alternating between periods of eating and fasting, we allow our body to use its stored fat for energy, leading to weight loss. But the benefits of intermittent fasting go beyond just shedding pounds. It can also lead to improved metabolic health. When you fast, your insulin levels drop, which facilitates fat burning. Plus, your human growth hormone levels increase, promoting muscle gain. There are also positive changes in gene expression related to longevity and disease protection. Speaking of longevity, intermittent fasting could potentially help you live a longer, healthier life. Research indicates that restricting caloric intake can increase lifespan in a variety of organisms. While more studies are needed in humans, the results are promising. Another potential benefit of intermittent fasting is enhanced mental clarity. When our bodies are in a fasted state, they produce ketones, a type of molecule that our brain uses efficiently. This can lead to improved focus and mental sharpness. It's also worth noting that these benefits aren't just anecdotal. They're backed by a growing body of scientific research. Various studies have shown that intermittent fasting can lead to significant weight loss, reduce inflammation, improve heart health, and may even protect against diseases like Alzheimer's and cancer. However, as with any lifestyle change, it's important to approach intermittent fasting with a balanced perspective. It's not a magic bullet, and it's not suitable for everyone. For some people, the benefits may outweigh the challenges, while for others, the opposite may be true. These benefits sound impressive, but it's important to remember that intermittent fasting may not be for everyone. This is why it's essential to consult with a healthcare provider before starting any new diet or eating pattern, including intermittent fasting. While intermittent fasting has potential benefits, it's not without its drawbacks. Just like any other lifestyle change, intermittent fasting can come with its share of challenges. One of the most common side effects is, unsurprisingly, hunger. When your body is used to receiving food at certain times, it can take a while for it to adjust to a new eating schedule. This adjustment period can lead to feelings of hunger, which can be difficult to deal with. Another potential side effect is fatigue. Fasting can sometimes lead to reduced energy levels, particularly in the early stages. This can impact your ability to perform your daily tasks or engage in physical activities. However, it's worth noting that these effects often diminish over time as your body becomes more accustomed to your new eating patterns. Intermittent fasting may also lead to some people experiencing mood changes. This is because food and mood are interconnected. When you change your eating habits, it can impact your mood, at least in the short term. Some people may experience feelings of irritability or frustration during the adjustment period. It's also important to note that intermittent fasting is not suitable for everyone. Certain individuals, such as those with specific medical conditions or pregnant women, should not try intermittent fasting. This includes people with diabetes, those with a history of eating disorders, and people with certain metabolic diseases. If you're considering intermittent fasting, it's crucial to consult with a healthcare professional to ensure it's safe and right for you. Also, it's crucial to remember that intermittent fasting is not a magic bullet. It's not a guaranteed way to lose weight or improve health. It's just one tool in the toolbox of healthy living. It should be combined with other healthy behaviors such as regular physical activity and a balanced diet. So while there are benefits, it's crucial to weigh them against potential drawbacks. Remember, the key is to find what works best for you and your unique lifestyle and health needs. Always prioritize your well-being over sticking rigidly to a specific eating pattern. If you're considering intermittent fasting, how do you get started? Firstly, understand that there are different types of intermittent fasting schedules, each with their unique rhythms and demands. The 16-8 method, for example, involves fasting for 16 hours a day and eating within an 8-hour window. If that seems too daunting, you might consider the 5-2 method, where you eat normally for 5 days of the week and restrict your caloric intake for 2. Remember, the goal isn't to jump into the deep end, but to find a schedule that suits your lifestyle and body. It's not about punishing yourself, but about fostering a healthier relationship with food and your body. So start slow. Maybe you begin by pushing breakfast back an hour for a week, then 2 the next. Gradually, your body will adjust to these new eating patterns. Listen to your body's cues. If you feel lightheaded or unusually irritable, it might be your body's way of telling you it needs more nourishment. There's no shame in adjusting your fasting schedule or even having a snack if you need it. Remember, the goal isn't starvation, but balance. It's also crucial to maintain a balanced diet during your eating windows. Intermittent fasting isn't a license to binge on unhealthy foods. Prioritize whole foods, lean proteins, and plenty of fruits and vegetables. Hydration is key too, so keep a water bottle at hand. Before you embark on this journey, consult a healthcare provider, especially if you have underlying health conditions. They can provide personalized advice and ensure that intermittent fasting is a safe choice for you. While intermittent fasting can offer numerous benefits, it's essential to approach it with a healthy mindset. It's not a quick fix or a miracle cure, but a tool to promote mindful eating and healthier habits. It requires consistency, patience, and a good dose of self-care. So, are you ready to take the first step towards a healthier lifestyle? Remember, it's not a race, but a journey of self-discovery and growth. Remember, intermittent fasting is a tool, not a one-size-fits-all solution. There are some common myths about intermittent fasting that we need to debunk. It's easy to misunderstand something new and different, especially when it involves our eating habits. So let's set the record straight. First, we have the myth that fasting leads to muscle loss. It's a common fear. After all, if you're not eating, where is your body getting the energy from? The answer lies in our biology. When you fast, your body first uses up the glucose stored in your liver. Once that's depleted, it turns to fat for energy. This process, known as ketosis, spares muscle tissue. In fact, studies have shown that intermittent fasting can help preserve muscle mass while losing fat. So no, fasting doesn't mean you'll lose your hard-earned muscles. Next, there's the belief that fasting is the same as starving. This couldn't be further from the truth. Starvation is a severe, often prolonged deficiency of nutrients, which can lead to serious health problems. Intermittent fasting, on the other hand, is a controlled and deliberate practice. You're not depriving your body of nutrients. You're simply changing when you eat them. You're still getting all the necessary nutrients within your eating window. Another common myth is that intermittent fasting slows down metabolism. This is not the case. In fact, short-term fasting can actually increase your metabolic rate, helping you burn more calories. The confusion likely comes from the fact that long-term calorie restriction, not fasting, can slow down metabolism. Lastly, some people believe that fasting leads to overeating during the eating periods. While this might be true for some, it's not a given. If you're eating balanced, nutritious meals, you're likely to feel satiated and less prone to overeating. As with any lifestyle change, it's important to separate fact from fiction. Intermittent fasting is not a magic bullet, but it can be a useful tool when used wisely. Remember, everyone's body is different, so what works for one person may not work for another. Always listen to your body and consult with a healthcare professional before making any significant changes to your diet. So, is intermittent fasting the magic bullet for weight loss and improved health? Well, it's not as simple as a yes or no answer. As we've seen throughout this discussion, intermittent fasting is a multifaceted concept with a variety of potential benefits and drawbacks. Firstly, we learned that intermittent fasting is not just about skipping meals. It's a purposeful and strategic approach to eating, with different methods like the 16-8 method, the 5-2 method, or the eat-stop-eat method. It's about controlling when you eat, not necessarily what you eat. Then we delved into the science behind intermittent fasting. Our bodies switch from using glucose for energy to using stored fats when in a fasting state. This metabolic switch has potential benefits like weight loss, improved brain health, and possibly even increased lifespan. However, it's not all sunshine and roses. We also explored the potential drawbacks of intermittent fasting. It may not be suitable for everyone, particularly those with certain health conditions or dietary needs. It can potentially lead to nutrient deficiencies if not managed correctly, and for some, it may trigger disordered eating patterns. We also busted some common myths about intermittent fasting. No, it's not about starving yourself, and no, it doesn't automatically lead to muscle loss. However, it does require careful planning and consideration to make sure you're meeting your nutritional needs. So, while intermittent fasting may be a useful tool for some, it's not a one-size-fits-all solution. It's important to approach it with caution and to listen to your body. If you're considering giving intermittent fasting a try, consult with a healthcare provider to ensure it's a safe and suitable option for you. Ultimately, the best diet or eating pattern is the one that you can stick to and that makes you feel good. Always consult with a healthcare provider before making significant changes to your diet or lifestyle. Because at the end of the day, your health and well-being should always take center stage. Did you find this video helpful? Do you think it could benefit your friends or family who may be considering intermittent fasting? If so, we encourage you to share it with them. Remember, knowledge is power, and understanding the science and implications of intermittent fasting can help us make informed decisions about our health. If you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe to our channel. We strive to bring you informative and engaging content, shedding light on a range of health and wellness topics. If you appreciated the depth and balance of this video, hit that like button. Your support allows us to continue creating high-quality content just like this. Thank you for your support and for joining us on this journey towards improved health and wellness. Stay tuned for more.